What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Shiny Mewtwo hunt. In the last episode, we were able to get to 650 encounters, reaching the halfway point to over odds. And hopefully we get it today. Without further ado, let's get started. Number one was not it. Looks like Jurassic just hatched a Snubble. Or that was Caster. Nice. How's it going, Caster? Yeah, I just saw Jurassic say that you got a Snubble hatch. Yeah, we've all had that moment. Okay, good, the bot worked. Okay, I'm still trying to figure out what is causing the bot to not work properly half the time. It luckily did work today. And yeah, I'll admit, Pokerogue is a fun game. And it can get addicting if you are like good at it and get good mons like quicker than usual. Or if you just enjoy a challenge. That's one reason why I like it. It actually pushes me to my limits. Oh, nice, got a Zero Aura? And that's one I want to get. For me, I have gotten so many legendaries that I lose count half the time. Let's see, off the top of my head, let's see. I believe I got Zapdos, all three of the Treasures of Ruin, all three Lake Guardians, Hoopa, myself, Naganadel, Pecharunt. Why am I forgetting all the legendaries that have in Pokerogue? I feel like there's a few others that I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, Keldeo, Marshadow, Suicune, and I think that might be all of them. Yeah, Hoopa is probably one of the best mons in the game, so I will give you that. Yeah, that's true. Hoopa, even without the bottle, is able to do massive damage and steal items like a dang thief. Which is one reason why I'm using Hoopa. I have like 2.5-ish rows of items on my Hoopa in endless mode right now. And honestly, it's helped me out a ton with getting me lucky eggs for the team. Yeah, I saw that, Jurassic. Funny enough, I will admit, I literally started hunting for Snubble like a bit prior to this. As a joke. I have not gotten a shiny yet, though. Also, one thing I will say as a semi-announcement sort of thing is right now I'm going to be taking a break from Super Smash Bros. On the channel. After last time, I, one, was getting a bit embarrassed that I was playing so bad, and two, it was mentally draining considering the, like, just constantly getting destroyed situation. So for right now at least, Smash Bros. Is, like, off the channel. We'll already have something coming in the near future, though, in its place. Maybe another Soul Link or Nuzlocke. Or another game if you guys have any ideas. That was another reason as well, Gaster. You made a good point, like, in the Discord. It isn't exactly as entertaining when you're not in the match. I was thinking that, actually, considering how big Pokerogue is so a bit. Maybe if they do an event, I might do a Pokerogue stream. Because they have done events in the past which allow you to like get boosted shiny odds and such. If they do announce that they're going to do another one of those, and I'll try and keep my eye out, and maybe you guys as well, then maybe I'll do one on one of the days that they have it. Wow, you guys think we're gonna get Mewtwo today? It's Arceus today? Huh. I gotta keep my eye out for if they ever do an up thing on Victini, because that's one mon that I want to hatch out eggs. Right now, I've just been using all my egg vouchers on the shiny up thing since shinies have that secondary luck effect. And I honestly have not been getting that lucky other than hatching a couple mythicals and legendaries. Yeah, it is always possible. One in 1,365. So it's always possible that we can find it. Although the last thing I need is another Shaman incident where I go over odds by like 400. Thanks, Ammon Drawer. I can't speak. Sorry if I butchered that name. How's it going, man? I'm just gonna like say Drawer for like easier pronunciation. Thanks, man. And that's good to hear that you're doing well. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about that much. The main thing that I've been up to lately was Pokerogue, like Gaster's been talking about, which mainly consisted of me just catching a bunch of legendaries and hatching one shiny Shinx. And that was like all that really happened. Uh, I'm on the debate of that, of either me playing it on my own time or streaming it. It will really depend on what day exactly it drops, I think. If it's on a day that I'm, like, open on, which I hopefully should be, then I most likely will stream it when it first comes out. Because I get, like, digital copies of games usually for, like, instant access, like, at midnight and such. So I might do that. But I'll have to find something to, like, fill the void while waiting, obviously. But yeah, I am looking forward to Legends ZA. I will say that. Yeah, if it's anything like Legends Arceus, it should definitely be good. There is always a chance that Mewtwo will shine quickly, and then I have to find a backup hunt. Which I do have two in mind. I can either go for another one of the legendaries in Let's Go, or I could go for something in Sword and Shield. Which then I would possibly get backup if you guys wanted to. I hope so. That would be a really good hunt if it were to pop up in the next 50. One funny thing I will say is I actually learned how to play left-handed for this, just so I can do this hunt a bit more efficiently. Anything you guys want to talk about in the meantime so you can fill in like this silent gap? if we could strike a conversation, it would be a lot more lively, I think. Hopefully. It's going pretty good, Jacko. Gone about 20 encounters in today. We're still going pretty strong. How about you? How have you been doing? Oh, nice. So far. Yeah, Fennekin, if it's the Safi set, I'm assuming X and Y, that will be a bit of a rough hunt. You're playing Outer Ring? They're adding a DLC to the game? Huh. Neat. For me, my top 5 shinies, let's see, I gotta think about that for a moment. Like, I have a few decent ones, actually. Yeah, I have to think about this for a moment, actually. Like, I have, like, a few good ones. I'll probably say one of my favorites would probably be my shiny Rare Mark Ceruledge, which I actually got on the 5th encounter of, like, shinies. The second one I could think of would probably be my shiny Shaman, which was just over odds. Another one I did not get on camera, but would probably be my shiny Solgaleo, which would be pretty close to my shiny Zygarde, which is shortly after. Those two were off camera, sadly. Let's see. And then one more. Was that 5? No, that was 4. For my last one, I might have to go with my the shiny Litten that I got when I first started, which was my very first shiny that I kept and still have, actually. So yeah, that would probably be my top 5 that I own. Like, I still have that Litten. It's in my Ultra Sun file, I believe. But yeah, my Solgaleo and Zygarde I got just randomly when I was doing the Max Red Adventures. Solgaleo I hunted just for the fun of it because I wanted one for if I ever did a hide and seek thing with Synchro Mode. Like, I was going to need a fast flying Pokemon to use that would be easy to spot. And for Zygarde, it was like practically instantly after when I was looking for a second Mon to fill in a page. Honestly, I don't really know what the whole situation with Bank is gonna become, because they did shut off the servers, so who knows how much longer we have. It could be like another year if they haven't already shut it down. I haven't been able to get Pokemon Bank to work for me, really, so I would not really know if it's shut down yet or not. I'm assuming it is not, because people still need to transfer some Mons through. But I don't know how much longer we'll have. But my guess would probably be, once we get ZA, they might cut it off, because they could literally put the last few Mons we need in that game. Okay, so it is still working. Yeah, for me, I struggle to log in. and that's why I stopped using it. Like, whenever I try, like, it says the whole, like, Nintendo Network login or something like that, and I can't seem to get to that page. Because they shut off the Wi-Fi, which was my main route. They could do that, but knowing Nintendo, they'll probably put a paywall behind getting them in the first place. But yeah, my thoughts are once we get access to every mine on the Switch, they're gonna cut off Bank. That's my thought process. Which there's only like a few Evo lines left. The top ones I can think of are Patrat and the Elemental Monkeys. Yikes. Yeah, there was an event in Pokemon Go today, but I didn't really participate in like the event that much, which was Gumi Community Day, I believe. I was only able to catch a few because I looked at my Switch's timer at the time and realized it was like 4:40, and I almost missed the entire event. Luckily, I caught a few. Did not find a shiny of it, sadly, but I already had a shiny Gudra prior to the event, so I wasn't too bummed. Yeah, I feel your pain there. Like I said, I practically missed it as well. Other than a couple encounters, I sent my Poipole as my buddy for that, so that way I can get some catches. I even Mega Evolved my Rayquaza just so I had the Mega Boost on those like 11 encounters I got. I don't know if audio is just getting a bit messed up on my speakers or if it just dimmed on me. Oh. Yeah, I think my speaker got a little messed up. Yeah, that fixed it. I have thought about that, but the thing is, I only have one Switch, which is the only thing I have a capture card for, sadly. Like, if I knew how, I would definitely capture card a 3DS and play that at the same time as this. But, again, it's, like, impossible to get those things onto a computer. Closest thing you can do is emulate, which I am not a fan of shiny hunting in those because you can't, like, get into the mainline games. And I mean, in the past, I have done that with Roblox games at the same time as a Pokemon game. Like, I believe I did Lumion Legacy once at the same time as Pokemon, alongside Tales of Tenario as well for a Pokemon, like, double stream, I call them. And one thing I will say, it does take a bit of, like, focus and hand-eye coordination to do 2 games at once consecutively. And also keeping an eye on a live chat. How's it going, Eggs? You looking forward to it? Oh, nice. Dang, that was a lot. Like, how long was your hair? How's it going, Gem? Yeah, like 18 inches. Like, that's like a foot and a half gone. Just practically the length of a keyboard. A bit longer, I believe. Yeah, because Pride Month, I'm guessing. That's why I changed it to that. Well, obviously, you can see how long my hair is. It's not too long, but yeah. Oh. And I messed it up. Man, you kept the COVID hair growing for like 4 years. Yeah, I know, it's not that long right now. My fish are doing pretty well. Yeah, Eclipse, Platinum, and Chips are all doing pretty well in the tank. Can't really move the camera though to point at them. Like, it's like a almost 180 turn to get it to it. More like a 90-degree turn, but yeah. No, you're not eating my fish. Oh, I know that. I can easily just pick it up, but like I'm saying, the wire and such would be a pain to like aim back at the current spot. I could do that. Like, let's see. Like, I'd have to find one that would be a golden fish, which I could do Magikarp, a white fish, and a black fish. Have fun with that. Like, yeah, I would have to think, like, what could I make the other two? Like, what shinies could really fit the other, like, two fish? Like, a white fish and a black fish, really, are the main two I'm thinking of. I mean, Veluza could be one. I mean, primarily whites, a bit of green. What would I do for, like, a black one? I am not doing a Primal Kyogre. Yeah, last thing I need to do is try and get a... Oh, thank you, Jacko, for subscribing. You got the little happy dinosaur. I'm trying to think, like, what shinies would be the proper color palette for a Pleco? Psyduck is blue. And that's a water type, not a fish. Yeah, I already have one of those, so I know that one's white. But again, like, The white fish in my tank is also like the longest one of the three of them. So I don't think being the smallest possible fish in the game would be a good choice. Like maybe Feebas, but that turns purple. I mean, it could catch all three Tatsugiri. But yeah, one is like a black and orange, I think, and I'm not sure what the other one is. Like, yeah, it's white, black and orange, and not sure what the last one is. Oh yeah, Dondozo, that's right. That one would actually be a good one. Dondozo is actually a perfect pick, I think, for that. I don't know how I didn't think of that one. I think it's like the size of a whale and is practically the same color palette because Platinum does have like a hint of yellow on like his forehead. So it kind of does match. By the way, to those who are new here, and I'll probably put a photo of the fish after this stream since I can probably get up then and do that. Here's the link to the Discord for those who want to join. You'll see me there on like occasions, like pretty often actually. And also you just hang out with all the other viewers that will not pop into streams every now and then. And even get alerted when I go live. So yeah, Dondozo could work. Magikarp maybe, unless I find another yellow fish. And then I need a black one, which I guess Tatsugiri could work. I mean, that would be a little funny bit, like, since I did actually at first think Chips was gonna get eaten by Platinum because of the size difference. Like, when I first got him, like, I'm not kidding, Chips was so tiny that I could barely spot him in the tank. I thought that Platinum ate him for a moment, so that actually kind of fits well if I were to go that, like, shiny combo. Yeah, I don't think there's any other golden fishes other than Magikarp or like orange fishes. I mean, Barboach is yellow and Sketch is just a darker hue of its original color scheme. Chiyu is sadly shiny locked, and that would actually be a perfect one considering that Eclipse is a goldfish, so that would have been a perfect one, but like I said, it's shiny locked sadly. I would consider that more of a snake than a fish. Why are you naming off legendaries? Let's see, Eclipse is like an orangish gold. Platinum is white, and we already said like Dondozo would fit that one well. And Chips is like a blackish gray kind of color scheme. With a hint of orange, I think. But like a very, very small amount of orange. That would actually work. Sort of, but again, that's a legendary, and I have to find that thing in the dang like max raids. And for those who know me, those raids have not been very friendly. I've only gotten 3 shinies like out of it really that were legendary. After like hundreds of runs. I'm still over odds on the Necrozma that I have to go back to. See? Oh, gotta realign this thing. Terrapagos is also shiny locked. And shiny doesn't really change color. I think its eyes are the main difference. And then its body changes in the smaller variants. Which you like never see. First of all, Samurot's an otter, and I already got that. I got a Hisuian Samurott. Now you're just naming aquatic animals, not even fish. Or just water types in general. Dude, Tentacruel is a dang, like, squid I don't even know what it is. Is it a squid or an octopus? Or a jellyfish? I think it's an octopus, but it wouldn't make too much sense. Maybe a jellyfish? Cloth is a rock crab. Doesn't even go in the water. In fact, it's actually weak to water. Walking Wake is also shiny locked. And where did everyone else go, by the way? You've been at this for a while with no one else commenting. I'm putting that link and everyone went silent. Oh boy. And now you're just messing with me because I know that Krogan barely even goes near water. The only time I've really seen it like in a water-based-ish area was when I was in mud in Legends Arceus. Or like swamp-like areas. It's not just water types, we're talking about fish-based mons. So Krogan isn't even a water type. Nor is Cloth. Or Giratina. Or Chiyu. Missed a handful of fish because I just thought of a few. Suicune's a dog. Or cat, like leopard, whatever they are saying it is. It's a mystery in that sense. Well, you didn't even say half the fish I thought of already. There's Magikarp, Feebas, what was the name of Sharpedo's pre-evo? Corphish, I think? No, Corphish is the lobster one. Can't remember his name right now. Barboach, Remoraid. Again, Remoraid. And which fish are you going for? None of my fish are blue. No, but again, I didn't say any of my fish were blue. So where are you getting that from? Well, there is Tatsugiri, like in Walmut's forms, I think it turns black with like a bit of orange on its back. I already said one was like an orangish gold, one's white, and one is black. That hurts the most coming from you because you've seen photos of the fish. I've literally put photos of them in the Discord. If one of them suddenly turned blue, I don't think that would be a good sign. Unless it was really a Pokemon, then it's just evolving. I am not hunting a Primal Kyogre. I am not hunting that thing. I already said that earlier. I am not hunting that dang whale in what would be the only game you could really get it in would be Ultra Sun and Moon through soft resets. Because I believe it's shiny locked in Omega Ruby off of Sapphire. Your ninja's a frog. Also, I think I already have that. Or no, I never got the Kalos starters really other than Chespin. I attempted Fennekin, but then kept finding other things, so I stopped. I am saying fish Pokemon, not water Pokemon. Oh boy, sounds like my youngest sister is having issues. I don't find my sister sounds so loud that I can hear her through the wall. I'm gonna close the door up. And I'm back. Also, if I was going off of a blue water type, I literally got a shiny one recently. Look in the recently found. I cannot speak. Quote unquote recently, because I haven't updated that in a minute, because I haven't gotten any like shinies on camera in a minute. Which is another reason why I'm hunting Mewtwo, because I want to have 2 legendaries on there. I know, but you were going off of only water types, saying things like Suicune were candidates. Yeah, let's hope, man. You're picking legendaries, making my life even harder. The basic fish Pokemon, especially in Paldea or any of the like Scarlet and Violet games, would be the easiest, I feel like, for this little thing. And there are lots of Fishmons there. In fact, we already got 2 picked out that could possibly be there. All we really need is like an orangish fish shiny to work. I wonder where Dark is. He usually shows up to streams like this. And I can't see that because of that. I play Scarlet and also watch the language bits. This is literally YouTube. Not like on the Discord where I gave a separate chat just for you to talk like that. I am not using that. I used it one time because you said, oh, it will probably make it better and such, and it was doing it as a little funny thing. And it was literally probably the worst one in the series so far for the Mewtwo hunts. I had no viewers pop up the entire time. I didn't say the busy thing because we were talking the day prior. Yeah, there have always been some dull streams and good streams. Like, so far, this has been a good one. I will say that. It's been very active, like, in the chat and such, and, like, communication-wise. And also, we've had a few good conversations. I had to for my own reasons, but you still had time to talk to me prior to that delay. Yeah, like, Drawer, this is something that happened a little while back. Like, if you look, you'll see there's, like, an odd, like, one out of these streams that has, like, little, like, IBS paint drawing over part of the thumbnail. Basically, Little Gem, also known as Light in the Discord, asked me to put that on there to have a little luck or something, or as a joke or something, or say it would pull in viewers. It did the exact opposite. Necrozma is a bit more difficult to do. Like, yeah, I have access to a Necrozma, but to get Ultra Necrozma, I would have to get my Ultra Sun and Moon file, like one of those two, downgrade it all the way back to its very first, like, version before any patches, and then I can hunt it. And get a shiny Ultra Necrozma. I only know this because Dark got one. I got the encounter thing by accident. Oh, there's Dark. I mean, compared to the Shaman attempt he did, it was a bit better than that. I'm probably not going to go back to Necrozma for a little bit, because, how should I? When I was doing Necrozma, I had, and probably still do, have no viewers who can, like, get the DLC and join the fight. Oh, I accidentally got twice. It depends on the thing. If I get it today, maybe I'll do a bit of hunting, either Necrozma or Lunala. I'll choose at that point. And you're not doing the drawing thing, okay? You're not doing that. Put my foot down on this one. You're not doing another, like, drawing over a thumbnail. Straight two. Dude, put it this way. Why, I don't want to say this in a way that makes it seem useless, but, that's 1 out of 330 people. I should not have to, like, suck up to every single person that's in the community. If anything, the possibility of me considering even once should be a godsend in that sense. And even the fact that I've, like, taken your suggestions on games that you've, like, done. Or, like, that I put on here. Like, I literally added both Subnautica and Hollow Knight to this channel because you guys wanted to see that. I will admit, Hollow Knight has been fun for me, and Subnautica's been a pain, but... Man, I actually gained one from that, it looks like. I will be, like, Hollow Knight's still going, actually. I will admit that, Drawer. Like, let's see. The next one I think it might be coming up. Let me double check. Next Hollow Knight is on the 17th. And I'm doing pretty decent. Like, I've also been doing my own research between streams of, like, how to, like, better myself and such. And I'm gonna be upgrading my spells and such next stream and getting a few good charms. Because I didn't know I missed a few that were at the beginning of the game. And also a boss that gives me a charm notch. Alongside a whole nother area that's right above the shop. I know, I'm new to the game. So at the time, I had no idea that I can get the whole, what was it? Like, something rage charm that was at the very starting area. And I found it when I started up a second file and knew exactly where to go. So I know where it is. Of course, I wiped the save file out because I just wanted to see where I had to go. I will admit that, but at the same time, I still gotta remember that I'm a shiny hunter and a PokeTuber, sort of, at the end of the day. I will play other games every now and then to get some variety, like as you can see on the channel currently. But I still like to go back to the monster catching games mainly. You didn't suggest the fish. I got the fish on my own terms. The Discord thing was a joint effort between you and Yuki. More or less. Like, yeah, I'll do variety to, like, branch out to other franchises and such, and also test out new gameplay mechanics. But at the end of the day, I'd like to stay close to home with my, main strength, which is monster catching. Well, in general, I knew I was gonna have to get a bigger tank, but yeah, you did also suggest that, and I did attempt a few that you said, like, the live plants. They uprooted those things within the first 3 days. But some things, like most of the things in this current tank that I got, were done by myself. Like getting like certain decorations they can swim inside of and such and around. Getting a Pleco to clean the tank. And also looking at my own filter option for it. So the tank is literally crystal clear 24/7. I know, like, that's what I'm saying, like, that's things I made of my own choice as well, doing my own research of how to better the tank. Because, yeah, I did do my own research for these fish. Like, one of these fish that are in this tank is a carnival goldfish. So I had to look up a lot of things on my own at first. And for those who know, carnival goldfish are notorious for dying. And I've had my current one for almost a year now. She said the thumbnail, I swear. I have thought of that in the past, but at the same time, I don't know how to tell what music is and isn't copyrighted, and how to add a playlist to, like, the source in general. Like, I believe I've seen a way that people do it where they can put, like, a little bar or something that's, like, somewhere on the screen and shows the song playing and such, and I don't know how to do that. Also, I'd have to think of music to play. Could try and do some, like, background music from some games that I've played that are like more calming and such. I could do that. Like I'm thinking like maybe some Minecraft ones or like some basic route music from certain games. At the same time, I gotta find all that stuff and put onto a software that I can use that won't have ads. Because I can't use Spotify because that has ads. Terraria, actually a few of those areas are good choices, I will give you that, so maybe. Only some of them, not like the ones that are blatantly obvious. More or less, like, honestly, I haven't really been able to check the Hollow Knight music because half the time when a soundtrack plays, I'm in the middle of not trying to get stabbed by something. Or bitten. Or sprayed. By, like, infection, I think it was. So at the time, I'm not even focusing on the music because I'm trying to avoid attacks. Although I'm kind of shocked that none of you tried to lead me to the Broodmother when I was playing through Hollow Knight. That would have been a funny interaction. Yeah, lead me to an endgame boss when I have, like, no items. Because, yeah, my research also led to me watching some other people play through the game, and apparently you can reach the Broodmother before even getting the Mantis Claw. Or the Dash Cloak. How's it going, Bear Games? Oh yeah, Dung Defender. I've heard of that boss as well, Dung Defender. But the thing is, from what I've heard, I'm not sure of this, I believe it's in the one area that I have vowed to never step foot in again. Being the waterways. I'm doing pretty well. But yeah, I believe Dung Defender is in like the one area of the game I refuse to go back to because every enemy like splits or hones in on you like a missile. My plans for like the next Hollow Knight stream though is to probably get as many charms as possible, upgrade my spells, and get the Dream Nail. That's my plan for the next stream. Because I am pretty far in, honestly. I have the double jump if you want some reference to like probably the furthest in story point I can get. And, let's see. I barely got to the Kingdom's Edge, so I will probably get to that, like, next stream as well. I mean, I used to do Roblox games like Pokemon-based games, like, Tales of Scenario I did a little bit. I did a lot of Lumion Legacy, rip my bank account, and also Doodle World. But yeah, apparently the Dung Defender does have a pretty good charm, so I might have to try and fight that thing. Because apparently the charm can help you with swarm-based fights. At the same time, you get like unique dialogue as well. Yeah, for me, I only watched the first movie, I believe, and that was about it for like Lord of the Rings. And I think that quote was in the first. I know the other charm. Because I have it. And I despise fighting the thing that gave it to me. Because I died like 80 times to it. Yeah, I hate that boss with a burning passion. Yeah, the Flugmother or something like that, I think it's called, or Flugerworm, was probably one of the worst ones. I don't know about Fallout. Like, I have seen like some things about it, and I don't think that game would be my exact cup of tea. Like, shooting games definitely are not my strong suits. I always struggle with aiming. I swear, I have like the dang stormtrooper aim half the time, it feels like. One game I might bring to the channel, I'm considering, because I played through it like a few times myself, or like at least games prior to it, because it hasn't come out yet, would be Monster Hunter Wilds when it comes out. If any of you guys know what that game is, then that's a good call. Because the game isn't out yet, it's coming out like early 2025, I think. And I am looking forward to it, so I might play that on the channel. Yeah, like I've played through, let's see, World, Generations Ultimate. I'm halfway through 4, like, Ultimate right now. I played through half of 3. I played both of the stories. And I have beaten Rise and I'm halfway through playing my second time. And that's counting the DLCs. There are some older games as well I would kind of like to play on the channel at some point, but sadly, Wii's cannot connect to a HDMI, at least as far as I know of. So that is like a little bit of a bummer. Like, one game I would probably play that was like on my Wii would probably be Mario Galaxy 2. That game is actually pretty fun, and I know a few glitches that can break the game. I mean, Terraria is also a game I've thought of in the past of playing on the channel, but at the same time, it is not, like, short. It's basic once you play through it once or twice, and I've beaten the game like 2 times I think now. So if I were to do it, I would have to figure out how to put a mod on it. And if I did Calamity, I would want at least another player for commentary. Or 2. I think at one point I thought of that. And I guess Hollow Knight is kind of dipping into that range of difficulty. Yeah, I'll have to like learn. I believe there was like an app on Steam and I tried that, but it literally downgraded it to like the first version of Terraria when I tried to add a mod. Don't trust me, I literally just named a few RPG games earlier, like Monster Hunter was one that I said that I'll be into. So RPG is a game I can handle. Like, game style, I mean. But can't you see Monster Hunter Rise on the main list of these? I mean, Minecraft kind of fits under RPG if you think about it. You go out, grind materials, bring it back to your base, and you can craft new gear and weapons. That's the other thing, like, Minecraft gets repetitive. You can always add mods to that as well to make it a bit more interesting, but even then, like, some mods make it extremely hard, some make it extremely easy, and some just add a random thing to the game that makes it funny. I mean, another one that could work would be Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Playing through that game would be an option. Well, I have the game already, like, I'm saying, like, channel-wise. Like, some games I've played but haven't played on the channel yet, so, yeah. I mean, one thing I could do is, if I can find a way to, like, get an adapter for my Wii, I could probably get some more nostalgic games and play those. Maybe there's actually a Pokemon game for the Wii, if I'm not mistaken. Alright then, man, and honestly, I was thinking about possibly wrapping up at 750 because I usually do, like, 100 encounters or 150 encounters per, like, run. Yeah, and hopefully I see you in the future, by the way, Drawer. Don't forget to sub so you can, like, see the channel more often. Like, that's one way I see subscriptions. They kind of work as a bookmark half the time. Let's see, will the dinosaur pop up for you? Like, yeah, the little dinosaur thing that pops up every now and then, it's a little iffy. Like, it will sometimes pop up, sometimes it won't. Usually it's on a slight delay. By the way, here's another link to the Discord if you want it. Yeah, it looks like the dinosaur didn't pop up this time. I remember like Gastor was like obsessed with trying to get that dinosaur to pop up. He was like spamming the sub button, like unsubbing, subbing constantly. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stop at like 750. Seems like a good spot to kind of halt it for now. Unless we find it before then, obviously. Oh, there it is. A little happy jumping dinosaur. Yeah, but one thing I know for a fact because of Gastor's whole spamming button is that it only works for new subscribers. So every time that someone unsubs and resubs, it won't pop up, definitely. That'd get a little annoying, actually, now that I think about it. But honestly, it's kind of funny to see it because it also catches it if I miss a sub join half the time. I'll notice that little pop-up appear and then I'll know. There you go. Encounter number 740. Still no green tail on Mewtwo. It's gonna change eventually. I know that for a fact. As long as you don't give up on a hunt, eventually it will change and become a shiny. Which I didn't play through all of Let's Go for a second time with only shiny Pokemon to not get a shiny Mewtwo. Like, wait, the entire time I played through Let's Go, I only did one battle that didn't have a shiny. And that's because you're forced to use the starter before you can catch more mons, I believe. That's one of the reasons I'm a shiny hunter. I am stubborn. I will not give up on hunts usually. My entire time doing YouTube, there's only been one hunt that I straight up said that I'm done with, and that was a 3-segment to Dunsparce after 26 shinies. Because after that many times hunting through an area for a shiny Dunsparce to evolve into a Dunsparce, you get a bit annoyed of the Area Zero theme playing on repeats. Even phased on a full odds Great Tusk shiny, funny enough. I'm not getting the Dunsparce. Basically put it this way. Every time a Dunsparce evolves into the Dunsparce, there's a 1% chance that can also have a third segment on its body. Usually it's only 2. And if you get that third one, it's an extremely rare shiny. I believe that another YouTuber that goes by the name of Shiny Catherine actually grew her channel off of that hunt, and it took 299 shinies to get. But yeah, like, yeah, 299 shiny Dunsparce. How's that sound? And I don't believe it affects the stats. It's mainly cosmetic. We're already past 149. It doesn't work that way. Basically, Dunsparce is like predetermined once you encounter it, if it can become a 2-segment or 3-segment when caught. So if you were to soft reset on the evolution, it would always be a 2-segment or 3-segment, mattering on what it would become. It's like a hidden stat factor on the Dunsparce. Same thing with Tandem Mouse. Yeah, I hope one day I can find something that will grow my channel. I was hoping like some of my longer like hunts that I've done, like my Shaman hunt, would have eventually kicked in, or the Rare Mark Charcadet, but that finished way too quickly. Like, no joke, I expected the Rare Mark Charcadet to take me a couple months, and it got within like, I think the span of 2 streams, if not 1. Because, for those who don't know, Rare Marks are a 1 in 1,000 chance to be on a Pokemon. And on top of the shiny chance on that, even with boosted odds, you're looking at a chance that is probably in the like 1 in 300,000 chance range. What does exactly? Like, I always thought maybe getting some bigger targets, which is another reason why I'm going for Mewtwo, would grab more eyes. And I will admit, Mewtwo has done that. I have gained a lot of viewers off of Mewtwo. Because Mewtwo's like known as one of the main big legendaries, so that is one reason why I went for it first. Well, considering I determined to get hunt-wise. It'll be my 3rd shiny legendary that has been on camera. That's if you count Fiona as legendary. What do you mean by Monster Hunter side of my channel? Like, Monster Hunter is a completely different genre, like I said earlier. That's another reason why I am doing other games as well, Drawer. Is to try and draw in people from other franchises. Like I said, Hollow Knight earlier is one that has done well on the channel. And I've also enjoyed doing it. Maybe even, depending on how big it gets over time, I might even try getting the DLCs. Like, for some things. That depends on how good I get over time and how well it does on the channel. Yeah. Yeah, I'm debating getting the DLC after I beat the main story of the game. At least one of the endings, which I think I might go for the Radiance fights, is what I'm debating on. Because I kind of want to fight Absolute Radiance on camera. Here we go. 2 more encounters. Hunter 749. But yeah, I might go for the DLCs like I said, so we'll see how it goes on Hollow Knights, and if it does do well, then I'll definitely start like going for the things. Okay, here we go, final encounter. Let's pause that so I don't have to worry about it. Ah! Sadly, no Mewtwo still. Yeah, it's been a fun stream today, I will say that. I've enjoyed this Mewtwo hunt out of, like, most of them so far. So yeah, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.